Good morning. Just want to say hello to some fans out there on YouTube. Today, practice meditation with me. If you dare, just say hello by just tag me and say hello so I know that you're there with me. Thank you. Is Eileen you there? Maybe it's too early for you. No matter what kind of language that we're speaking, we still receive a very good energy throughout of the meditations sections. So we're speaking English, but however, you there, you be with us, you practice with us, you receive a good energy. Our meditation method is practiced to activate our Buddha nature energy throughout our body and our mind. So please join with us. If you're a fan today, first time coming here, please just stick with us. Just stick to practice. Allow yourself, have a test, have a try out to know what the difference. I am continuing teaching meditation on YouTube every Saturday from 10:20 a.m. Central America. Every Saturday, and I hope all of you when see this join with me. I know there is so many methods that you have been practiced, but however, these meditations, it came from the southern of Vietnam, helping us to reconnect it with the Buddha nature. Today, we concentrate to be with the Buddha nature, the nature within us, and just to be with, to receive, to harvest a good energy within. So I ask you to join with me. We have about 5 more minutes and we're going to start the class. So if you dare, just say hello, just text through the YouTube, there is the command right there. Just push hello, so I know that you're there with me.
Eileen is here. Say good morning, Master.
Good morning, Eileen. See that Jim there? If we practice at a temple, it's very easy to see face to face in person. On YouTube, I am so far away. I need you to command to say hello, so I know that you're there with me. So please just put on the command hello, so I know that you're there with me, please. I just thinking, look back, it's a month already. Time has gone by so quick. This is the 4th Saturday we get together on YouTube. I always wish all of us be healthy enough to continue this practice longer and longer. And I maintain my very high and good energy to dedicate for this class every Saturday. So please join with us.
Eileen said yes, Jim is here too.
Hello, Jim. Thank you that you attending this class with me. Hope we always get in touch through the YouTube every Saturday. Spend some time together online. It's also wonderful. I think it's wonderful.
Dee Brown is also here. She say good morning. Beautiful morning. Avida Phật.
Good morning, Bảo Đà. Dee Brown. I always remember about you. Dee Brown, Pháp Janet Bảo Đà, she was with me for many years, more than 20 years. We were together found the temple, Sanoi temple in February. Hello, Dee. You is my very old friend for many years already. Been through all. Thank you. Today we concentrate to be with the Buddha nature. House in Maryland, in Minnesota, that 2 more weeks, the government will allow us to travel, but I don't know how it's in Maryland. The Inez, if you know anything news about our state, let me know. I wish I can purchase a ticket to go back in Maryland, but got to be 2 more weeks. Make sure that you find out a good place to sit down comfortable. Just sit in the way that your body feel comfortable, loosening your body easy. You don't have to sit across your legs like the Buddha, because we are Buddha. So there's no need to act like the Buddha. So just sit naturally with how is the body allow you to be relaxed. Just relax and loosen up your body and being with now. Just being here with me, with breathe in and out, with the mantra mu amu sat still. We are pray for all sentient being free of all kind of suffering, and receive a good compassion energy from all Buddha, from 10 directions. Today we're going to concentrate on to be with the Buddha nature within every one of us. We have 1 more minute. We will start. So be ready. Make sure you sit comfortably. Just sit up comfortable and relax. Time it come. Just put your hand together, please. Nam mô Bổn Sư Thích Ca Mâu Ni Phật. Mu A Mu Sa. Together we pray. May all sentient being free of all kind of suffering and receiving a good compassion energy from all the Buddha from 10 directions. Dear all my friends, we get together on YouTube night stream to practice meditation together. I remember in the old day when we just found the temple in February. Bảo Đà, that means deep brow, and Siko, Bảo Cơ, and Jack Buchanan. Four of us have to practice in the barn, which is very natural to be with the nature surrounding. We was very humble, but we still practice throughout 4 seasons. Even in the winter, very cold, we was still sitting inside the hall, which totally empty, no window, no door. The wind freely blowing and carrying a very, very cold freezer to our face, but we still sitting. Today, we're sitting here online to reach out to every fans of us that me personally couldn't even be in touch because of my schedule. And I hope we recruit a good fan who that look up to the meditation, to return inward, to be with the Buddha nature within, rather to look for from the outside. Today we concentrate on to be with the Buddha nature. First, before we practice, I just remind every one of us, and also for a fan who just entered into this room today to know what to do. We practice with our breathing techniques and reciting the mantra Mu A Musa, forward Mu A Musa. Mu A Musa meaning that we pray with all Buddha from 10 directions, that to be with the Buddha nature within us, activate our compassion energy. That's all. From that, we work out ourselves to show all the problem based on the meditations that we practice every day within the breathing techniques. When you breathe in with us, you breathe in by your nose and you bring it down to your lower body. It's long or it's short, depend on how your body. You shouldn't follow one who breathes very long, and you shouldn't cut it short to follow your body. Under your belly, right here, you expand it bigger when you take in. You hold there for a second, and then you breathe out. You sunken your belly when you breathe out. Meditate right on the gate between the tailbone in the soft tissue right there. There is the special pressure point we call the heaven gate. When you focus on that heaven gate and allow your oxygens getting burned by the nature fire under your belly and transform to become the energy that flow within your backbone up to your head and going out from your mouth. At the same time, you're reciting the mantra Mu Amusa. While you're reciting, you could receive a very good Buddha energy, compassion energy, interact with your physical body. When your physical body sense with the energy that interact, you just allow the energy from the Buddha that integrate with your physical body energy and create the movement, which we call in the short way, movement meditation, because the integrations between the Buddha compassion energy and your physical body, it creates the move naturally. You don't have to control that move. You just let it transform. Just let the energy manifest the movement itself naturally. No judgment, no guessing, and no any attachment with that move. Just allow it move naturally. And look deep into that move when that vibration that interact between the energy from the Buddha and your physical body. It is beautiful as it is, so just let it be. Don't hold it back. Now put your right hand, we name the right hand the wisdom hand. We name the left hand a compassion hand. Put the wisdom inside the compassion and put it on your left and relax. And we're going to practice 7 times. First time of the 7 chanting mantra. May all sentient being free of all kind of suffering and receive a good compassion energy from all Buddha from 10 directions. Breath in, expanding your belly. Hold. Breath out, sunken your belly, reciting the mantra. While you practice, if you're receiving the energy from the Buddha transform into your body, you just let it transform. And it creates the move, that moving your body from left to the right, or from the right to the left, forward or backward, no matter how it moves. Just think that you sit on the boat, the physical body just like the boat, float on the water, and let it move naturally. And just watch and concentrate on the breathing and the mantra. May all sentient being free of all kind of suffering and receive the compassion energy from all Buddha from 10 directions. Breath in, expanding your belly. Hold. Breath down, sunken your belly, chanting. May all sentient being free of all kind of suffering and receiving a good compassion energy from all Buddha from 10 directions. Breath in, expanding your belly, hold. Breath out, sunken your belly, chanting. May all sentient being free of all kind of suffering and receiving a compassion energy from all Buddha from 10 directions. Breath in, expanding your belly. Hold. Sunken your belly. Breath out, chanting the mantra. May all sentient being free of all kind of suffering and receiving a good compassion energy from all Buddha from 10 directions. Breath in, expanding your belly. Hold. Breath out, sunken your belly, chanting the mantra. And receive a good energy from the Buddha from 10 directions. Breath in, expand your belly, hold, breath out, sunken your belly, chanting the mantra. May all sentient being free of all kind of suffering and receiving a good energy from all Buddha from 10 directions. Breath in, expanding your belly. Hold. Breath out, sunken your belly. Chanting the mantra. Dear my friend, when I am talking, you are just maintaining the meditation position and just take breath in and breathe out and just keep reciting that and just listen to me. When the Buddha became enlightened, he realized within every sentient being there is the Buddha nature within. He's very surprised because long before him, till now, we are being told there is someone greatest up there, and we are should belong to the one up there planned for us. Buddha, under that influence, philosophy, religion, but however, when he practiced meditation, he found out that he and all of sentient being equally the same. That he became Buddha, but all of us will becoming the Buddha because there is the Buddha nature within us. We practice today to concentrate, to be with the Buddha nature within. Within the Buddha nature, there is so much good, positive energy that we could tap into that and allow that energy to flow within us to benefit for our physical, mental, and spiritual. It's really helpful because when the Buddha nature within us activate, waking up, it brings body, mind, and spirit together, like the triangle. Those energy from the body, from the mind, and from the spirit will be incorporated with your mindfulness breathing techniques. The mindfulness practice by taking in your breathing technique in deep down and breath it out. Make sure when you take it in by your nose and down to your stomach and bending it, make it big as much as you can. And you hold there for a second and concentrate, like I say, between the tailbone and the soft tissue right there, very ending part of your body. We call the heaven gate. That heaven gate pressure point will deliver the energy from oxygen that burn by the nature fire within to become good energy flow within your backbone up to your top of your head. So when that energy action and moving, you will feel the vibration, you will feel with the heat, the wave, the heat wave that flow within you that make your body moving, shaking, no matter what. Just let it move naturally. Now is the time for us to return back to the nature. Let the Buddha nature work itself. Look, when we was born, our physical body, mentally and spiritually incorporate very strong, very clear, and they work together naturally without any command from us. And when we grow up, we learn and we take in so many things when we slowly push that nature down to the bottom. Time now to flip it over and let the Buddha nature working itself. The time we practice, we don't have to direct, we don't have to create. Just let it be with the Buddha nature. Let the Buddha nature work it out to benefit for ourselves. Make sure you maintain that energy within your meditation. And when you feel with that energy, don't judge for yourself. You offer your merit within that Buddha nature energy, that energy wave. When you offer with your own merit towards all sentient beings and also for all people nowadays suffer by the coronavirus, simply put your wisdom hand on the top of your compassion hand and put down on your lap. We're going to reciting and breathing 7 more times the mantra Mu Ambusa together. Make sure we receive a good energy and allow that energy to transform into your physical body and create whatever move. Just enjoy that natural move. Don't interrupt it. Just welcome it. Just be with. May a sentient being free of all kind of suffering and receiving a good compassion energy from all Buddha, from 10 directions. Breath in, expanding your belly. Hold there. Breath out, sunken your belly, chanting the mantra, My breathing technique could be longer than you. So when you finish, you should be in there, wait, and listen to my mantra and receiving the energy. So don't have to be attending your breathing longer that made you weak, made you tired. Should be how yourself can breathe. Okay. May all sentient being free of all kind of suffering and receiving a good compassion energy from all Buddha from 10 directions. Breath in, expanding your belly. Hold. Breath out, sunken your belly, chanting May all sentient being free of all kind of suffering and receiving a good energy from all Buddha from 10 directions. Breath in, expanding your belly. Hold there. Breath out, sunken your belly, chanting May all sentient being free of all kind of suffering and receiving a good energy from all Buddha from 10 directions. Breath in, expanding your belly. Hold. Breath out, sunken your belly, chanting May all sentient being free of all kind of suffering and receiving a good energy from all Buddha from 10 directions. Breath in, expanding your belly. Hold, breath out, sunken your belly, chanting May all sentient being free of all kind of suffering and receiving a good energy from all Buddha from 10 directions. Breath in, expanding your belly. Hold, breath out, sunken your belly, chanting May all sentient being free of all kind of suffering and receiving a good energy from all Buddha from 10 directions. Breath in, expanding your belly. Hold, breath out, sunken your belly, chanting You just keep maintaining your sitting position and also concentrate on the Buddha nature to be with that and continuing receiving the energy. The mantra Mu'amusa itself have a power to activate your body, mind, and spirit for you to receive a very good compassion energy from all Buddha, from 10 directions, for you to be with your own Buddha nature. The mantra Mu'amusa has the power to awake our Buddha nature. Mu'amusa has the power to activate for us to recognize our Buddha nature within. Therefore, the Buddha nature, when it wakes up, it will flow with the energy. Create the more with your physical body naturally. That you just observing that energy within. And while I'm talking or I'm chanting, you will receive a good energy. Our meditation methods is working with the inner energy. It's inner connection between our Buddha nature and our physical body and our mental state. It's also connected us with the Buddha nature together, from the Buddha and from ourselves. Today, we maintain our energy focus to connect it with our Buddha nature. In order to connect with, you need to be with. To be, but not to create. To be, but not to make adjustment. Just to be, but no question. Just there, that's how it is. Just to be with that and allow the Buddha nature within you to motivate your energy physically and activate your mental energy. That sources of energy from physically and mentally will flow together with the Buddha nature energy from our Buddha and from your own Buddha nature. Create a very good movement. Remember, the frequencies from Buddha nature that connected from our Buddha and yourself will carry a very positive information. The frequency from Buddha, from all directions that connected with your Buddha nature, will carry the very positive message for us to live every moment in our life. It's very important. It's very important. We are practiced with the energy. So if you are feeling with the energy which integrates with your physical body and create the move, just move left to right whatsoever, like the rocking chair. Just let your body rocking with the energy. No judgment. Don't make any judgment. It's beautiful or it's ugly. It's very natural as it is. So now we practice 7 more mantra, okay, together. If you are sitting still, you're just sitting still. But if you listen but not sitting still, now you put your right hand on the top of your left hand. And we're going to reciting 7 more times. Make sure you relax and ready to receive the energy throughout your body, please. May all sentient beings be free of all kind of suffering and receive a very good compassion energy from all Buddha from 10 directions. Breath in, expanding your belly. Hold it there. Breath out, sunken your belly, chanting. May all sentient beings be free of all kind of suffering and receiving a good compassion energy from all Buddha from 10 directions. Breath in, expanding your belly. Hold it there. Breath out, sunken your belly, chanting. May all sentient beings be free of all kind of suffering and receiving a good compassion energy from all Buddha from 10 directions. Breath in, expanding your belly. Hold it there. Breath out, sunken your belly, chanting. May all sentient beings be free of all kind of suffering and receive a good energy from all Buddha from 10 directions. Breath in, expanding your belly. Hold. Breath out, sunken your belly, chanting. May all sentient beings be free of all kind of suffering and receiving a good energy from all Buddha from 10 directions. Breath in, expanding. Hold. Breath out, sunken your belly, chanting. May all sentient beings be free of all kind of suffering and receive a good compassion energy from all Buddha from 10 directions. Breath in, expanding your belly. Hold. Breath out, sunken your belly, chanting. May all sentient being freed of all kind of suffering and receiving a good compassion energy from all Buddha from 10 directions. Breath in, expanding your belly. Hold. Breath out, shrunken your belly, chanting the mantra. Thank you. We just practiced 30 minutes together already. Our time is done. But however, I love if you have any question, just a command, just make a command. I will see it and I'll share with you. If you have any questions relate to what you practice today, please share with your command right now. I have 5 minutes to be with you, to just say hello and just try to have a feedback from you. So just let me know how is your body feeling, how it feeling today, how your practice. Even Dee or Eileen or Jim and who there with me, just make a command to say that how you feel after 30 minutes you practice together. Remember, when we practice together, the special integrations with all of us, it creates a special energy wave which benefit for a lot. And within the practice, we offer our marriage to all the leaders around the world to understand, to open their mind, to create a very, very good way of maintaining peacefulness within this world, stop the war. And also we offer our marriage to all the science, medical science, so they can create a good vaccine, a medication to help us. And we offer our marriage to all the doctor, nurses, and all people who work with medical field around the world, tireless, to help to heal the world. And we offer our marriage to all. And I also still remember about your father, Eileen. We pray for him.
James, darling, just say hello.
Thank you, James, darling. That's how you feel today? You feel okay?
Eileen say feeling very peaceful, good mental energy. Thank you for sharing in English.
Thank you very much, Eileen. I try my very best with my very busy schedule nowadays. Hopefully that you understand and then motivate yourself to keep practice. Please introduce to the old student so they can participate with this practice together with me. Thank you.
Dee also said head and chest feel open and free and good feeling in hearts to share with all.
Thank you. Dee, I just want to mention for you to remember in the old day we call the Heaven Gate between the tailbone and the soft tissue. That gate is really important. So when you breath out, that you sunken your belly in close to your backbone, open that gate, keep your mind right that gate, allow the oxygen transform into the good energy and flow within your backbone. By that, you feel that your lung will expanding bigger and your backbone gonna flow on the top of the water lighter. It relax your backbone. You know, we have been using our backbone for many years. It's tired already. It's time to take care of our backbone. So remember the Heaven Gate. If you're not really quite clear, understand what is the Heaven Gate, just ask a question, I will tell you. It's between the tailbone, the ending bone, and the soft tissue in the front. Right, that we call the Heaven Gate. There is the pressure point we call Heaven Gate. That's the name, remember. Thank you, Dee. I don't know if it's your fan, I forgot her name. She's still there with us, just only one time. please reach out to all the friends that I know or known us before. Thank you, Đi. Okay, thank you. Have a good weekend. I'll see you next Saturday. Okay, thank you. May all sentence be free of all kind of suffering and receive the high quality compassion energy from all Buddha from 10 directions. And may all be peaceful in this weekend. Thank you. Thank you.